Welcome, Shpeeder fans. This is the first episode of Smoking Meat with Shpeederman. Yeah. So as we wind into the Memorial Day weekend, getting ready for barbecues, one of the other things Shpeeder likes to do besides virtual racing is smoking meats, doing a lot of cooking and stuff. We're going to get this 10 pounds of pork happiness ready to go for our barbecue actually tomorrow. We're going to rub this thing down with a little Barbecue Bros New Orleans style rub. I've got a couple other flavors of this brand that have been really good. Haven't tried this one yet. We're going to give it a go. So we're going to prep this thing, and it's going to sit in my pellet smoker for probably close to 18 hours. And we'll have to tend to it in a few spots. So join me on our cooking adventure as we enlighten ourselves. First, we're going to rub this thing down, score it, jab it with a couple probes, get it ready to roll. So hold on. Boom! All rubbed down. Couple probes in it, ready to rip. So a piece this big, I'll go 2 probes to monitor that temperature, especially close to the bone. You can see I scored the hide, or the hide, skin, just to get a lot of the seasoning into it. I try not to go too deep, usually just through the skin and the fat layer. So this thing's going to sit like this for 15-20 minutes. Let the temperature come up a little bit more just so it gets closer to room temp, and we're going to fire up the smoker, get the smoke tubes rolling, and throw it out there for a small vacation in a nice little hot spot. Alright, as you can see, smoke is rolling. It is on here and going to be here for the duration of many hours. We got to get the internal temperature on this thing up to about 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we'll do a little wrap and seal, and then let it go to about 205-ish. And in the meantime, we'll probably come out periodically and give it a spritz of some magic juice. Alright, we'll check on this bad boy back in a few. Alright, so everything's been sitting in here for about a half hour. We're still hanging at, no, it doesn't show up very good, 225 degrees, and the temperature has just finally moved up. Started out at 46, so it's getting to the point of starting to warm up enough to move. So we're going to open developed. Oh yeah! Starting to get a little color. So now we're going to spritz a little magic juice all over this happy thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. God, it looks good. It smells awesome. It's mainly just the wood at the moment, but oh yeah. Get a little bit in the pan. Make sure it's wetted down really good. And that's it. Check our corner thermometers. So we're right about where we want to be. This side's a little bit hotter, but it's understandable. And we're still chugging along. So we're going to put this bad boy back to nap, and now that the temperature's moving, we'll come back out and check it probably every 10 minutes or so. Go from there. Alright, we got to check back on this thing again. So we're about an hour 15 into it. And we're up to 70 degrees. So, 75. So at least you can see how it really kind of grows. Oh, so also, make sure you go to your garden area and get the hand pump sprayer for your magic juice. That's a must. Let's see what this thing looks like. Whoa! Yeah. Now it's starting to take some color on. So this is good. Most of the juice is evaporated. There's hardly anything in the pan, which means it's probably got a good sear on the bottom edge. So it's not losing any juice, which is good. But we're not going to see, we probably won't see much loss until we get most of the way into it. Well, when I actually get to cover it, that's where it's going to actually kind of braise itself as the fat renders down. So we want to keep this nice and moist. This is going to give it some really good flavor afterwards. Yeah, that smoke is chugging. Ooh, ha ha ha. Temperature still maintaining right where I want it to be. And we're good to go. We're going to let this nap for a while longer. We'll probably check it as we get closer to the point where we're going to wrap it up. And well, we're still really good on pellets. This is a, it's actually called a Texas blend. So it's got a lot more hardwood in it. Mesquite, hickory, I forget what else. But yeah, this is going along great. And so much for it being a forecast of heavy rain today. For right now, the sun is out. Things are looking good. I got my two smoking buddies out here. And I desperately need to mow the lawn. It's been so wet and rainy here that we haven't been able to touch it. Now it's getting thick enough where it's hard to find landmines. Ha 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 ha. Alright, we'll check back on this in a while. Let's see what we got now. So we hit an internal temp, 165. Ah, yeah, it looks awesome. Pellets are all gone. One more spritz. After this, we're going to cover it, and now it's going to sit. See, as you can see, the fat and juices are starting to render out of this thing nice now. This is what we want to see. Alright, so we're going to get this thing covered. It's been 6 hours already. And it's going to basically sit in here until it hits to an internal temp 205, 203, 205 is where you want it to see it go. That way all the connective tissues all break down and it's all just nice, fall apart. And then it goes into rest mode. So we'll get this thing covered up and let her go. So this has been resting for 2 hours. It got pulled at 205. I think total time now is 12 hours from getting thrown in the smoker to rest. So let's see what kind of goodness we got. I did pull the probes out of it. Some of the bits have been pulled off, but as you can see, we got some good color, some good juice. Let me get rid of this, get some gloves, and show you how it comes apart. Alright, so I'm going to pull some of the fat off of this, and then it's like you could actually eat these like chicharrones, sort of nice chewy. We're just going to store them here for now. But the big thing, I'll show you, here's the bone. It just comes apart in your hand. That's when it's done. It just falls apart. And the big pieces of meat. Here's the other piece of bone. You twist it, comes out. That is done. There you have it. Poof! 10 pounds of smoked pulled pork. Bones pulled out clean. And what's left in here is really just some of the skin, some fat. And what I'm going to do is actually get into this juice, get to the bottom side of it where there's actually real juice, not the fat, and probably put some back on here. So I'll put some of the juice back in, some of my magic juice back in, and at that point you can sauce it and treat it however you want. Enjoy!